We're live in Orlando outside little Caylee's home, and investigating the mysterious disappearance of 2-year-old Caylee Anthony is why we are here. Caylee's mother, Casey, is sitting in jail not far from here. Let's bring in the legal panel. Joining us is in New York is former district attorney and judge Jeanine Pirro. In Washington are criminal defense attorneys Ted Williams and Bernie Grimm. And in Tampa is criminal defense attorney Jeff Brown. Jeff, what do you think about this Zenaida Gonzalez development?
Well, I mean, once again, it's proving that she is a lot. Well, not Zenaida's a liar, but that Casey's a liar. But we already know that. I mean, there's no doubt that she's given false statements and she's lying. The real question is, are they going to be able to make a case against her for neglect? And the secondly is, we're going to find this child, and I don't think that gets us any closer to either one of those.
Jeanine, if we are at the point where that child cannot be found, whether it's something horrible and something less horrible like a kidnapping victim, what does that mean in terms of what happens to Casey, the mother?
You know, Greta, I don't think there's any problem going forward with a neglect case. The bottom line with this thing is that her daughter has been missing for 31 days before her mother has to report the child missing. That is classic child neglect. When you don't know where your child is, when you're, you don't report the loss to police. I mean, the case is an open and shut case. You've also got obstruction, lying to authorities. I mean, we already know the girl is a pathological liar, and even her mother admits she's a liar. So you've got her on the felony of child neglect. You've got her on obstruction. You've got her on lying to the police. The question is, can they get her for homicide?
I don't see how you have her that clearly on neglect.
What?
All right, we'll get back. Let me get...
A mother doesn't know where her child is for 31 days, and you don't think that that's neglect?
Neglect. We don't know where the child is. Neglect is that she hasn't been given food, water, health care provisions.
Are you kidding?
Just because the mother doesn't
with taking care of a child. If you don't take care of a 3-year-old, that is classic neglect.
How do you know that no one's taking care of the 3-year-old?
Well,
that's just
the mother's in jail
you don't know
right
that
now and not talking.
You're the one that said it's an open and shut case.
It's
not.
All right, let me go over to Bernie. Bernie, yes, we'll get to that, Jeff. Hold on. Bernie, if you are her lawyer, the mother's lawyer, sitting in jail, what are you telling her?
If I'm whose lawyer?
The mother's lawyer, who's sitting in the jail, who's got a neglect charge.
My lawyer.
It sounded like Jeanine overstated her position and she needed a lawyer. So,
you think?
Greta, let me jump back to one thing and I'll answer your question. But like most lawyers, I'm going to duck that one. This is a Powerball shot. She says, I go to these apartments, Sawgrass Apartments. I leave my child with Zenaida Gonzalez. To me, a unique name. And lo and behold, this woman's there. I believe Zenaida. I'm 100% with Jeff Brown on this. But we can't deny the coincidence is frightening. The police then say, well, this doesn't shake out. She goes, well, go to Glenwood and Robinson. I left her there. They find nothing there. It doesn't shake out. But in her car, they find, in Caylee's car, or Casey's car, they find an address of 232 Glenwood. I mean, these coincidences are just too bizarre. Now, I think she's involved up to her neck, but I just find these coincidences very bizarre.
Let me toss the question to Ted, since you dodged it. Ted, if you're the mother's lawyer, what are you advising her?
Well, if I was the mother's lawyer, I would be trying to, I think, strike a deal to get her some kind of immunity in light of the fact that they may want to criminally prosecute her. In one instance, I was...
There's no way. There's no way.
No. Wait a minute. I'm not saying... wait a minute. I'm the lawyer for her. I'm advocating on her behalf.
What are you telling her, though?
I'm going in that direction. What I'm telling her in one instance is to cooperate as best she can, but on the other hand, I'm very concerned about incriminating information. One of the things I'm telling her is not to talk to anybody on the telephone any longer. The only person she should have any conversation with is me. But the fact about it is, I'm going to move here fast on this Zenaida Gonzalez. I was down there. I believe, as Bernie said, that this Zenaida Gonzalez is telling the truth. The woman is lying, or I don't believe she ever existed.
So Ted, can the woman be prosecuted for neglect?
You guys
we'll
got to
argue
talk to
this
each
while
other
you're
on
going.
cell phones. I got to go. Anyway, panel, thank you.